My name's Prexy. I'm from the West Side, born and raised in Lawndale. My parents taught 40 years, each of them, for the Chicago Public Schools. I've had the great pleasure to work for the MacArthur Foundation here in Chicago. I've worked for the YMCA program for street workers. I've worked also for the World Council of Churches program to combat racism. I've made over 100 trips to Africa and have worked for the liberation movements of Africa and know personally people like Nelson Mandela and President Hage Geingob of Namibia and Samora Machel of Mozambique. These are people whose values are very firm and very clear, and they're for the people, to serve people. And that's part of why I came to Columbia. I came to Columbia because I thought Columbia was a school that was about serving people. And over time, I have watched this institution go from being like that to becoming an institution that does what I call sham diversity. It is an institution that has a huge named and very well salaried administrator. This is not the Columbia that I once believed in and followed. It has ceased to be that. What I found out is that, in fact, there is this whole history of things that have never been followed up on at all. I was looking through the archives and I found an agreement that was made with the president of Namibia that students and faculty would do programs and have an exchange program between Namibia and Columbia College here in Chicago. And it's never been followed up on at all. African students are a minimal number here at Columbia College. And all of this stems from, in my view, an institution that has no commitment any longer to people of color coming out of Chicago or coming out of Africa. In fact, one of the things that is disturbing me beyond belief is the number of my colleagues who are African Americans who are being dropped from the faculty, while the sham is projected that we're doing diversity, equity, and inclusion. We ran a diversity program and didn't bring the students into the program, didn't bring in the majority of the teaching faculty, the part-time faculty, to be part of the diversity training program that was run. What we've seen in this institution is an institution that specializes in dissing people. It is the faculty that has been the most meaningful here in the institution's history and its development. That is the faculty that brings very specific skills and training and background, and that many of the students who come to this institution come because of the kind of background and experience that the part-time faculty who've done the bulk of the teaching anyway, the kind of skills and experience and insights that people who have really worked in the field can provide. Columbia doesn't care about those things anymore. It cares about a big gym. It cares about the real estate it has. And that's the kind of thinking that is forcing us to have to take drastic action. We have a union here. We are about the students as much as we are about ourselves and our own livelihood. And I think that's a quality that this institution no longer wants to encourage, because it goes along with a perspective they have. Equality doesn't seem to matter. We have had a history of people who come to this institution who view coming here as being part of a community that commits itself to the students who come here. We don't make money here. We certainly get no benefits, but we've been here because of our commitment to these students and to their futures. It's that union that seems to be one of the things that this institution is most determined to try to smash and to diss.